Nagsinungaling pa siya. Kasi nung nahuli nila sa Pauline, Canada, tinawagan namin sa Attorney Torion, nandito naman si Attorney, siguro siya rin na makapagkwento, para malantad na lang lahat. Sinabi niya, wala siya doon at wala si Pauline. Hindi nila nahuli si Pauline, Canada, wala sa kanila. Buti na lang, merong nakakuha ng video. Kaya sinad namin kay Attorney, hindi Attorney nakuha nila kasi may video tayo. Pero, lantaran sinabi ni General Torre na wala si Pauline, Canada doon sa kanilang kustodiya.
Meron kasi video na dadakip talaga siya na napasa sa amin, so kaya nagtanong ako paano ako makausap siya. And then there was likewise no reply. We are calling on the police to please inform us as to where Pauline, Canada, because we have videos to show that she was in fact arrested, and I invoke the right of a client, Your Honor, to be entitled to a assistance of a legal counsel at all times. That's the requirement of the law, at all times. So, at that time, ang sabi daw ni General Torre sa kanya, kinidnap pa kita, hindi kita kinidnap ha. Yun daw ang sabi po ni General Torre. At saka, dumating sila doon sa Camp Crame, hindi namin alam until the next day na po nung nag-press conference sila with Secretary Abalos. Yun po ang aking recollection of the events, Your Honor. Is that the accused or a detained person shall at all times be assisted by a legal counsel. So, that is a right, statutory right protected by law, and therefore, when Pauline, Canada insisted, she even told the arresting officer, pwede ko ba makontak si Attorney Torion? She was not given that privilege, Your Honor. So therefore, there was that violation of her statutory right from the time that she was arrested up to the time that she was transported to Camp Crame here in Manila.
Mr. Chair, si Pauline, Canada, nakuha nila after naglabas ng bounty si DILG Abalos. At ang nakapatong sa ulo ni Pastor is 10 million. Higit pa sa mga heinous crime na yung mga kriminal dito sa bansa. Yung mga nag-murder ng ilang tao, tag 1.3 million ang nasa ulo, pero kay Pastor 10 million. At sinabi pa ni DILG Secretary na yung funds galing sa mga private nila na kaibigan. So, on the part of KOJC, hindi nga nila nakuha si Pastor, hindi nga sinasabi nga surrender si Pastor, naglabas ng bounty. Tapos galing sa mga private citizen, private na mga tao, mga businessman, hindi namin alam kung may mga galit din ba sila kay Pastor. Kasi kapag naglagay ka na ng bounty na 10 million, higit pa sa pinakamasamang kriminal dito sa Pilipinas, that is tantamount already to shoot to kill. Kasi may bounty na sa ulo. Tapos yung lahat ng mga akusado na kasama ni Pastor, tagwa 1 million. Pwede bang malaman namin, maimbestigahan din ito kung sino-sino itong mga tao at tama ba yun? Nasa batas ba yun? Na yung public servant to public office, kagaya ni DILG Secretary Abalos, ay tatanggap ng pera na ganun ang halaga na 10 million para ipatong, para hanapin si Pastor. Kunyari daw kasi gusto rin nila na mahuli si Pastor. So, sino-sino itong mga private person? Pwede ba malaman din ng KOJC side? At saka isa pa, hindi lang natapos doon sa magpatong sila ng bounty na 10 million na si Pastor na ang pinakamasamang kriminal dito sa Pilipinas. Nag-post pa sila ng mga wanted na posters, mga tarpaulin sa city. Utos daw yon ni General Torre. Kasi nga ilagay yung mga mukha nila. Pero bakit yung mga nakakomit ng mga heinous crime, mga terorista, nakatakip at nakablur yung mga mukha? Bakit yung mga KOJC na mga si Pastor, KOJC administrators, hindi? Di ba human rights violation yon? Tapos, eto pa, si General Torre, andito naman nakikinig, sir siya ang nag-utos na maglagay ng wanted sa tapat ng aming compound. Harap mismo ng KJC compound. Kasi nandun kami nakabantay. Di ba blatant abuse yan ng religious feelings namin? Biro mo si Pastor, lagyan nila ng wanted sa tapat namin, doon ipapaskil. Pagkatapos, nagsinungaling pa siya. Kasi nung nahuli nila sa Pauline, Canada, tinawagan namin sa Attorney Torion, nandito naman si Attorney, siguro siya rin na makapagkwento, para malantad na lang lahat. Sinabi niya, wala siya doon at wala si Pauline. Hindi nila nahuli si Pauline, Canada, wala sa kanila. Buti na lang, merong nakakuha ng video. Eh, sinend namin kay attorney. Hindi attorney nakuha nila kasi may video tayo. Pero, lantaran sinabi ni General Torre na wala si Pauline Canada doon sa kanilang kustudiya. Sinabi, I would like to ask Attorney Torion na mailabas yun, attorney, yung nangyari doon kay Pauline Canada, yung sinasabi lang na huli, na fugitive ko na hindi. Nasa bahay si Pauline that time. Pero after noon, na naglagay na ng patong na 10 million pesos kay Pastor at 1 million sa bawat isa sa kanila.
Well, as to that, Your Honor,
Go ahead.
when I heard about the news that Pauline Canada was already arrested, the first action that I did was to text the good General Torre, Your Honor. In his number, which he used in also contacting me, Your Honor, 0917-549-3972. He used
You
his-
need that
Yes, Your Honor. Okay.
cite the cellphone number.
Yes, Your Honor. This was the same number that he used when he texted me on June 24 at 3:53 p.m. His text message is still here, Your Honor. I would not read what is inside in the particular text message. But on July 11, on the date that Ma'am Pauline Canada was arrested, I texted him at 2:50 p.m., Your Honor, 2 text messages inquiring as to where can I visit Ma'am Pauline Canada. I likewise called him twice, but there was no answer. And then at 4:25 p.m., I texted him. Meron kasi video na dadakip talaga siya na napasa sa amin. So kaya nagtanong ako paano ako makausap siya. And then there was likewise no reply. What I did was I went to the PNP regional office myself, Your Honor. And I was entertained by a lady staff of who claimed that she is the secretary, policewoman, Your Honor, of General Torre. I was made to wait in the waiting area on the left side, on the left side. And according to the policewoman, Your Honor, that General Torre was not there and that they do not have any knowledge in so far as Pauline Canada is concerned. Hindi daw nila alam. So, sabi ko may video kasi na napakita. Hindi rin daw niya alam. So, nagpa-picture na lang ako doon sa harap ng kanilang office po to prove that I was there. And then I had one of my associates write a letter po, Your Honor, and had it officially received by PNP RO11 po at around 6 o'clock in the evening already or 5 in the evening, Your Honor. And it was received, Your Honor. And still at that time, there was no news as to where Pauline Canada was until I decided, Your Honor, to request SMNI to have an interview, Your Honor, so that it will be known that we already have knowledge and that we are looking for Pauline Canada as to her whereabouts. And it was beamed live on TV. And at that time, according to Ma'am Pauline Canada, when I was able to talk to her the next day in Camp Crame, she was already in Manila. And at that time, when I was in the regional police office, she was only a few meters away from the office, main office of General Torre, being interrogated, Your Honor, without legal counsel by certain police personnel, including General Torre. That is the statement of Pauline Canada. And when they arrived already in Manila, the first thing that they did, Your Honor, when they were in the vehicle, was to turn on the radio, Your Honor, and they heard me talking on TV, Your Honor, that we are calling on the police to please inform us as to where Pauline Canada, because we have videos to show that she was in fact arrested, and I invoke the right of a client, Your Honor, to be entitled to a assistance of a legal counsel at all times. That's the requirement of the law, at all times. So, at that time, ang sabi daw ni General Torre sa kanya, kinidnap pa kita, hindi kita kinidnap ha. Yun daw ang sabi po ni General Torre. At saka dumating sila doon sa Camp Crame, hindi namin alam until the next day na po nung nag-press conference sila with Secretary Abalos. Yun po ang aking recollection of the events, Your Honor. We have no question that Pauline Canada should be arrested. Well, there is a pending warrant of arrest. Even if we have a pending motion to quash warrant of arrest that has not yet been favorably acted upon in our favor. What we are invoking is the provisions, mandatory provisions under Republic Act 7438, if my memory serves me right. It mandates the first thing under Section 2A there, Your Honor, if my memory serves me right, is that the accused or a detained person shall at all times be assisted by a legal counsel. So that is a right, statutory right protected by law, and therefore when Pauline Canada insisted, she even told the arresting officer, pwede ko ba makontak si Attorney Torion? She was not given that privilege, Your Honor. So therefore, there was that violation of her statutory right from the time that she was arrested up to the time that she was transported to Camp Crame here in Manila, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Torion. Wala na sa side niyo? You want to respond, Gerald Torres?
Sir,
Sorry.
as to the just specific, sir, as to the statement of Attorney Torion that he called my number. Unfortunately, I may not be able to answer his or receive anything from him because 3 days after I arrived here as a regional director, I reached out to him through a common friend. And we were texting, yes, we were texting. His number is 0920-922-0105. And I blocked him because I don't consider him as an honorable person. As to his yes, sir, that's why I was not able to receive anything from him from that number. As to his statement that Pauline was arrested after the bounty, yes, it's true. Pauline Canada was arrested after the bounty was raised because it was also Adabawenyo who gave that information that led to the arrest of Pauline Canada. And as to the validity of the warrant, I do believe that the arrest of Pauline Canada is Exhibit A on the validity of that warrant. Because we served it on July 11, less than a month ago. Almost a month ago now. And until now, Attorney Torion, with all his words and battery of lawyers and all his books and citations, he was not able to free Pauline Canada from detention because still, Pasig Regional Trial Court says that this warrant is valid. Thank you, Your Honor.
Hindi naman yun ang punto niya. Ang punto lang niya is
Right to counsel,
to be afforded a counsel while in the custody of the police. Yun lang rin yung gusto niya na nagkakaroon ng counsel while being investigated.
Yes, Your Honor. Ang punto ko naman hindi makipag-away kay General Torre. Ang punto ko lang ay yung akusado o detenadong tao.
Pero alam mo ba na binlock ka niya?
Hindi ko alam po.
Na-block ka na sa cellphone niya. Hindi ka na
Kasi,
makakontak sa kanya.
Sabi kasi niya, dishonorable daw ako eh. Ang nangyari
Block
po
ka na.
kasi niyan, meron kasing balita noon na may Oplan Parokya 2 daw. Eh ako naman, ako abogado po ni Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy, matagal na po at saka ng Kingdom. As a lawyer, I am concerned of the safety of my client. So I reached out to him through a friend, indeed. And instead of meeting him in his office, kala ko, wag na lang siguro pinsan doon sa opisina niya. Baka hindi na ako palabasin. Doon na lang sa sa hotel, ng isang hotel ng Davao po. Kasi nandun din yung pamilya ko. Doon kami nakita. I know he cannot deny it. Doon kasi, tinakot niya ako. Ang sabi niya, kailangan ipasurrender mo si Pastor Kibuloy. Kasi, kung hindi mo siya ipasurrender, there will be an Oplan Parokya 2 which is more bloody. Oo, more bloody daw. Pare-pareho daw doon sa yung nangyari daw sa Texas, Waco, Texas. Sabi ko naman, boss, sir, general, hindi naman ako power. That's not within my power to require my clients to to make them surrender to the fold of law kasi nga may remedy din naman sila. Pwede pa naman nila i-question yung finding of probable cause na masyado ngang questionable. Yun po ang nangyari noon sa amin. Kaya meron kaming text messages po. Oo. So, yung pagka-dishonorable ko, first time po ako naka-receive ng ganyang accusation po. But if it is dishonorability in the defense of my client, that's a badge of honor, Your Honor.